The audience's response to Narasimha sets a precedent for the other creators, highlighting the growing demand for animation in Indian market. People do crave animation and there is indeed an audience for it, even though many are primarily focused on Japanese products. This belief reflects the conviction that creators and production houses have embraced. I think it's probably the most convenient way, and it will be difficult for others to sell the cheapest cash grabs in the future due to the complacency among the audience in the past. The 9 episodes, 25 to 30 minutes each, Netflix animated series Kurukshetra, the Great War of Mahabharata, replicate the most gruesome incident known to mankind to protect dharma and karma between the Kaurava and Pandavas. The story we are all familiar with, and mostly the people know it from the Star Plus show Mahabharata itself. But this show provided the same story in an animated wrap. This is point of view, and I'll be discussing the good, the bad, and the verdict in this video so you can make an informed decision about whether this series deserves your time or not. The presentation itself is going to hook you up from the very first episode. I'm in awe of the way they narrate the overall incident and how beautifully they did a synopsis of the upcoming events in the very first episode and jump straight into the main theme. I just love the treatment. Not very pacey, where you might feel the hurried nature, but maintain a very balanced pace to tell the story. I'm not a fan of animation, but I have a very superficial idea about it, and with that idea, I can tell this sets a very high standard in terms of animation. Raised what Narasimha said for us in the past. In the second episode, the goosebumps you got with the Vishwarupam avatar, and there is no coming back from that. Cinematographer Modhura Palit ensures the frames of it, and those were so good. The editing pattern, which reflects the modern touch and color grading, and the amalgamation of everything provided very rich content. And of course, the music and background score by Rajesh Bera and Shaptorshi Chatterjee created the environments for every single moments. I think the crew is heavy from Bengal side, which is I'm very proud of. Kurukshetra was not about the war, but about the human nature, and with the portrayal of every character, which was larger than life individually, and following the music, something mind-boggling was created. A huge credit to the dubbing artists, they carried the exact weight by their voice and conveyed it to the characters. Director Ujan Ganguly ensures the overall quality of the presentation that people do have to wait for its upcoming seasons. The same known story without modernizing and presented through the lens of animation. I was thinking, what was the need? And somehow I structured the answer. It's not about the need. I believe it's about the makers and their way of telling stories. The way director Ujan picks up a character and showcase their point of view was praiseworthy. He didn't touch the moral compass rather than keeping it in ambiguity. Animation is a domain where I don't connect myself with the visuals or the world they do set up, but I would love to. And on the other hand, it's like an ocean for me that I fear if I get connected somehow with the world of the animation that I won't be able to come back to the realistic cinema zone. So I selectively visit those. I/we should support the Desi works if it's good in brackets, and I believe this speaks the quality. As someone who isn't particularly a fan of animation, I can confidently say that this is likely the best animated show I have ever seen. Even if you don't usually enjoy the genre, there is a unique vibe that resonates while watching it, but you'll understand the quality of that particular movie or the show. That's the beauty of cinematic creations. This is so exciting for me, at least. The fact that major production houses are venturing into the world of animation to tell their stories is noteworthy. Maddock has confirmed plans for an animated movie that will explore the backstory of Stree. There was a rumor about Hombale releasing a series of Khansar from the world of Salar, and of course they are having their pre-planned Mahavatar franchise. It's getting better and better with every project, but it's just the second project in this year, so I'm just hoping for the best, and I do really hope it gets better in terms of quality. This country has the hunger of animation, and I think the creators should come in front because there are some limitations to reflecting something on screen humanly, but animations are boundless. This video was meant to be released yesterday, but I was so sick and the entire week that I barely consumed any movie or series, and I was barely able to speak. Thankfully, there wasn't any release this week. I'll try my best to be regular hereafter. Multiple times I've told this, but fine, that's the video. So what are your thoughts? If you have watched it, please let me know in the comments below. You can follow me on Instagram. The handle is point of view 9. Thank you so much for watching. See you at the point of view.